Hello everyone, I'm Craig Williams with your Diz Daily Fix for Monday, December 11th, 2017. Here's what's happening today. First up, over the weekend, a fire broke out at Anaheim's downtown Disney and was promptly shared on social media to probably just about everyone who walked by it. So the dumpster fire happened in part of the construction site for Splitsville, but it was quickly extinguished, and judging from the timeline, it was out in about 10 to 20 minutes from after the first call went in about it. So no information was available on the extent of the damage or its cause, but it is still under investigation, so maybe we'll learn some more someday, maybe we won't. Now, moving on to more important news, Walt Disney World has raised prices on refillable mugs. If you purchase one of the dining plans, the mug is still included with your package, but if you're paying out of pocket for it, you'll have to shell out $18.99, which is a whopping $1 price increase from its previous price. So it's actually not that bad, considering it's for the length of your stay. You can fill up on as much fountain beverages, coffee, and tea that you actually want, so it remains one of the most valuable things you can actually purchase during your Walt Disney World vacation. Now, back on Friday, Disney released more details on the Disney Skyliner gondola system as part of the 12 Days of Christmas series. So the new details cover the design of the stations, which will vary by location. Epcot's will be inspired by the park's nearby European pavilions and covered with metal and glass canopies, hand-painted murals, and ornamental steel structures that convey an Art Nouveau style. The Caribbean Beach Resort station will be inspired by an open-air village marketplace of the Caribbean, while Hollywood Studios will look similar to the main entrance. So at the Disney Skyliner turn station, guests will be able to see the mechanical and aerial elements that make up the new gondola system. While we have new details on it, there is still no opening date, and we won't know that for probably a really long time. And then finally, in a fourth news story, if you didn't get a chance to see Olaf's Frozen Adventure in theaters in front of Coco, you'll be able to watch it this Thursday night on ABC at 8 o'clock. If you're not already watching The Last Jedi, I actually do recommend watching it, at least DVR it. But more importantly, if you haven't seen Coco, get out there and see that. Now, moving over to the Diz, today's featured article comes from Jacob Vanderloop, and his article, The Charming Resort, Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter, is definitely a good read, so head over to www.info.com. Also, we do have a Disneyland featured article, and this one's from Haley Lynn, and it's entitled Disneyland as a Single Rider, which is really good information out there if you've ever wondered what it's like to go to Disneyland as a single rider. So, for that article and many others, of course, head over to www.info.com. Trending on the boards today is a thread that was started by poster Sarah C97, who shares how her family goes to Walt Disney World quite often, typically stays in value resorts, except she decided to stay on a recent trip at Port Orleans Riverside. So in the thread, she describes how surprised she was at how big of a difference it was from things like multiple bus stops to room finishes and landscaping. So stop by the thread. Wow, more of a difference than I expected over on the Disney Resorts forum at disboards.com to join in on that discussion. It is Monday, so I don't believe they're... Oh, no, it's the Disneyland edition of the Diz Unplugged, and I apologize. I did not write down what's happening on the Disneyland edition today. But you can find that episode at iTunes and DizUnplugged.com for that information. And what I meant to say, though, was there is no Dreams Unlimited travel show today. John and Kevin have been in Europe now for a little bit, and they won't be able to record new episodes until the new year, so you'll see that show coming back then. Now let's wrap things up with the weather. Out in Anaheim, today and tomorrow expect sunny skies with a high of 85 and a low both days in the upper 40s. Whoa. Here in Orlando, we have another day of sun today with a high of 64 and a low of 45 degrees before warming up tomorrow to 73 degrees, but you'll see cloudy skies all day with a low of 42. Now, for links to everything discussed in today's Diz Daily Fix, please visit the Daily Fix main page at www.info.com/dailyfix. That's going to do it for me today. We'll be back with you tomorrow for the next installment of the Diz Daily Fix. Have a great day, everyone.